This video is produced for entertainment purposes only. All credit to the author of this novel, Shui Qianchen. The following spoilers are from the novel, and the series will differ. So, don't expect all of this in the series. If you want to read the novel, then visit patreon.com/blspoilers. The link will be in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, and tell us how we can improve. Enjoy. Let's start with the video. Chapter 48. Summary: Ming took Joe to a members-only restaurant, a place where he is accustomed to going given his fame. However, the lack of privacy in his life is noticeable and bothersome. The two sit in silence, with Joe observing Ming's depressive expression and change in temperament. The waiter, addressing Ming as Kun Yan, offered them the menu. Ming, seeming to be a regular, ordered a few dishes. The two sat in silence, with Joe noticing Ming's depressive expression. Ming's temperament has changed from a bright and brave youngster to an introverted and cold man. This change is due to the absence of one person, Joe. Joe, looking at Ming, felt an inner pain. He remembered the times when they were intimate and used to cook together. But now, Ming is a stranger to him. Ming asked Joe his name, recognizing the coincidence with older Joe. Ming, lost in thoughts, wondered if Joe looked like his Joe. Ming asked Joe about his relationship with Woot, to which Joe responded that he was Woot's employee. Ming, in disbelief, asked if Woot had told him about the accident. Joe nodded and said that Woot had told him about his buddy named Joe who died in the accident. Ming, shouting, said that Joe was not dead, startling Joe. Ming's possessiveness and protectiveness towards older Joe were evident. Joe, afraid of making Ming suspicious, did not ask further. Ming warned Joe to not speak nonsense about older Joe's death. Ming believed that older Joe was not dead because his body is not found. Ming's conviction made Joe curious. Ming then asked Joe to tell Woot that his Joe was not dead and that he would come back one day. Despite his friend's death, Ming believed that he would return. Joe, emotionally tormented, realized that his psychological defense was not strong enough. He missed the times when he and Ming were together. After the meal, Ming did not offer to take Joe home. Joe, calling Woot, informed him about the advertisement shot. Woot, surprised, told Joe that he did not want him to get too close to Ming due to his involvement in his dead friend's accident. Woot had grudges against Ming, but Joe, having been reborn, did not want to hold grudges. Joe, thinking about his home, decided to go back and take a look. He planned to get close to Ming's assistant to find out about his recent itinerary. Joe missed his old life and wanted to go back to his old home as soon as possible. Chapter 49. Summary. Assistant Joy wasn't surprised by Joe's call, but he knew he couldn't dismiss Ming's big boss's personal invitation. Joe successfully obtained Ming's itinerary, learning that he would be in Phuket for business. Ming, known as Kun Yan in the entertainment circle, has his own company and doesn't participate in social activities. Joe prepared to take action on Thursday night, waiting for a while in the corridor to give himself courage before using a spare key to enter his old condo. The condo was filled with a muggy, dusty smell, and Joe realized no one had been there for some time. He turned on his flashlight, scanning the room, which looked exactly as it did in his memory. Joe felt a surge of emotions, wanting to cry but holding back. He quickly found the cash he had hidden in the bedside table and put it in his pocket. He had a pleasant surprise when he discovered the money, as he had been living frugally since meeting Ying. He now had to save money and be careful with his spending. The 20,000 Thai bahts to 25,000 Thai bahts was a welcome surprise, as he could use it to alleviate some of his financial struggles. However, just as Joe was about to leave, he heard the security door's lock turning. Panicking, he tripped over a small stool and fell to the ground. A tall figure appeared at the door, yelling, "Who's there? Thank you for watching. If you want to read the novel, then visit patreon.com/blspoilers. The link will be in the description. Special thanks to my legendary supporters, Rebecca, Anne, Brian Stargill, Chelsea 212, Suzanne 233, Tamara Coomer, Ims T, Maria Lalbachan, Sharon Fong, Martina Bosankova, S. Armstrong, Papri ed.